Good morning, Tucson. So I've been singing this song like all morning. It's called Not My Problem. It is written by Laila. Yeah, Laila quotation mark. Not my problem. I just I heard my daughter sing it once and it just cracked me up, but I didn't realize there's a lot of cursing in this. Um Not my problem. That's just not my problem. Not my problem. Ho 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 or ha ha, whatever they say. That's not just my problem. No, the N word, talking the S word, um, and then the B word with an S, talking the S word. It's not my problem. S word. The N word again, talking the S word again. Ha. The B word again with an S, talking with the S word, it's not my problem. Oh, not my problem. That's just not my problem. That's not my problem. Problem, not my problem. That's just not my problem. That's not my problem. Man, that's why I cannot confide in you. Looking within found sanctuary in my solitude. Yeah. Now I got the juice. I got it now. Passion fruit and guava juice. Guava juice. Guava juice, guava juice. Ho, mango juice and guava juice. Ha. Yeah, yeah. Not my problem. Yeah. That's just not my problem. No, 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 no. Not my problem. Goes on again and then repeats itself. Um, and then when it goes around, it goes up and down, round and round. Not my problem. No, 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 no. When it goes around, it goes up and down. No, no, no. Round and round. Not my problem. When you are th- talking, the S word is going. It goes up and down. No, no, no. Round and round. Not my problem. No, 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 no. When it goes around, it comes back around. Mine, 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 mine. Up and down, not my problem. It's not my problem. And it goes on again. Um, I just find that so interesting because so many people are always trying to put their baggage on you, right? And or an ex or something like that. But I just find it weird. It just keeps coming up. Okay, so now it's exposed. Now it's out there. But what I want to talk about today is about a week and a half ago, my daughter and I and my little grandson were out like just driving around because it's real nice. The sun was out. It was kind of rainy, and something happened in the back seat. So I was gonna jump out of the vehicle. We were waiting for an arrow, and I was just gonna jump out. I said, "Well, let me just take care of that real quick. It'll just take me a second." And my daughter, she kept saying, "No, no, no, just let me do it." She's like, "No, we'll wait." She says, at our next stop, and you can take care of it there. It's no big deal. Leather seats. And then I looked in the mirror, the side mirror, and I went, "Oh my gosh, dude!" It was busy. It was a lot of traffic, and if I would have just stepped out, not realizing, my daughter would saw me killed right on the spot. It's a good thing she said no. I wasn't even thinking because I was more worried about getting to the back for my grandson, you know. And I have been tired. It's because I got this upper respiratory flu. I got it from my son. I mean, my grandson. I'm sorry. I call him my son sometimes because I'm with him so much, and I provide for him every day because she's working. And I provide their food and stuff throughout the day. So, but I was really, really tired. I wasn't thinking straight. And there's a lot of parents like myself who just don't think straight. You know what I mean? They don't think about the consequences of reacting. And so I just wanted to put that out there as I thought they've been like really weighing it on my mind lately. that's why it's really important just to sit back. I had a situation a week ago uh, where we live, and the person who came up um, was feeding us crap. And I always thought she was being helpful, but when we went back to listen to the tape, I realized she was just not nice and a real big con. So, but I always take everything, with a grain of salt, and I give people that opportunity to make things right. And I think patience really pay off. And I've been very patient throughout the years, but I've been more patient because I'm a grandchild. But I react when it comes to him. I do. I mean, um, he he has autism and he needs things, and we are his guardians who have to make sure he is safe. But in the car, I wasn't acting safe. You know what I'm saying? I was a passenger. I wasn't thinking, but I'm usually always driving, so usually I just put it in park, and then I go in. 'Cause on the driver's side, there's always an extra lane or curb. I wasn't thinking that day, but I don't like to be played. It bothers me. And when only thing we're trying to do is provide safety measures for my grandchild. And another thing too, um, we moved to the highest floor because of what happened to us in the last place. Yeah, and the name of that video is it's the Prowler. So I'll add the link to that in this, and then but we had, you know, we have taken the measures to protect our family, and we don't want to go through that again ever. And so we are working on a lot of different things. And I just wanted to leave you guys with that. So if you're tired, get that little bit of, I mean, 10 minutes just sitting there and breathe. Just be with God, just tell him, Father, I just need that 10 minutes. If you have to pull off to do it, you got air conditioner in the car. Do it because it could save a life, including yours. Right. Peace and God bless.